Rajat. Hello everyone. It's good to have a session just after the break, right? So that everybody is freshen up and I can get the full attention. So just before the break, Saurav talked about how we can achieve brand advertising goals through our advertising integrated stack, right? Now in this session, let's talk about performance. But before we begin, let me ask, how many marketers are there in the room? Okay, looks like almost 70% of the room is filled with marketers, right? Now, the fundamental issue which we face, like every marketer faces, is how do we capitalize on the data which is coming on our website, right? There's huge amount of data which is coming on our website, but how do we use it? Now, what you're about to see now is how we can use that particular data in a very seamless way. How our technologies interact with each other and how you can segment that entire flow of data into multiple user segments and use it for your ad cloud performance. Now let's have a look. Can we have the screen, please? So Saurav talked about the advertiser who was dealing in mobile and mobile accessories, right? Now for that advertiser was getting a lot of data points on their interface. Now that advertiser has an advantage. They're using Adobe Analytics. And through that data, I have created some segments out here. Like for example, users who have added to cart, users who are male, female, etc. Now let's create another segment where users have added the product to the cart but have abandoned it. And let's see how seamlessly our technologies interact with each other to give a complete experience. So what we'll do here is we'll create another segment. I'll just go into the add tab. I'll create a segment, add to cart, abandoned. I'll just add a tag to it, say analytics. And at the end, I will add metrics so that the system is able to identify it. So I will add cart additions. Basically, these cart additions exist. And orders do not exist, right? So I'll just add a container here. Basically what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to filter out all the data. Does not exist. And what I will do, as you can see the checkbox here, I will just click on that checkbox and within just a flick of a second, we will see these data segments already appearing on the Ad Cloud platform. So I'll just click on this. I'll just click on save. Sorry, I have to add a description here. So I'll just copy the same thing. I'll add a description and just click on save. Now let's see how our technologies interact with each other in a very, very swift way. So what I'll do, as sort of talked about that we have one integrated solution. So as you can see, I can go directly to the advertising platform. So this is the display platform which will open up. And this is the search platform. From search, we can select the audiences. And within the audiences, we will have this data called add to cart abandoned. Right? As you can see how seamlessly our technologies are interacting with each other. Now, let me ask you another question. And I really want all the marketers to be honest here. Last year, Diwali or Holi pe kisne kaam kiya hai? Anyone? Or how many of you get calls during the weekend saying that, hey, I need to make changes to all 5,000 campaigns, make budget changes, make segment changes, add site links, extensions, etc., in the next half an hour. And as soon as you hung up the call, you think that is it humanly possible? How many of you face that? Anyone? Yes. So I understand your pain. Now, thanks to Adobe, we have a solution for it. Adobe has given you the power. How? They have created a segment called portfolio. Now what exactly is a portfolio? Now you can put in all your campaigns irrespective of any search engine, whether it's Google, Bing or any other search engine, put all of them together into a bucket called portfolio, and what you have to do, assign an objective to it. So for example, this particular advertiser wants to have more and more orders or revenue. They can just select that objective, put in a budget, and after that, you just have to sit and relax. Do you know why? Because our technology is so equipped that it will automatically optimize the entire campaign's performance. You don't have to worry about from which search engine it's coming from which search engine it's going. Everything will be managed by our technology. Now let's look at another aspect. Now one of the major advertising challenges which we face in today's time is how can we use multiple objectives, right? So the same advertiser wants to focus on orders, revenue, add to cart, and all other metrics all together in one portfolio. Now how do we do that, right? Now Adobe gives us the power to do this. And thanks to Adobe, now we have weighted objectives in place. Now let me show you where exactly you can see weighted objectives. So these are all the portfolios which I have created for every objective. As you can see, remarketing is there, brand is there, generic is there, competitors are there. So within every portfolio category, I can just click on that settings button, click on that objective, edit it, and add multiple properties. So what I can do, say the advertiser says that in the last few weeks, I want to focus, I have got a lot of revenue and orders. Now I want to focus on three things. Basically getting more orders from all those products which had a very high revenue. And third, since the festive season is coming up, I want to increase the signups as well. Now the best part is you can do all of this together from this platform. So I'll just add a revenue here. And I will just click on the most powerful button which every tool has and without which we cannot operate. Any idea what that powerful button is? Anyone? So it's simple, right? It's add or save. So without this, none of the tool can function. So what I'll do, I'll just click on save and that's it. Okay, so I have to name the objective, so I will just name it right now, say ABC, and I can just click on save. But this is where the actual story begins. A lot of advertisers want to know or want to put all their energy into making intelligent decisions, right? And how do you make intelligent decisions? You can only make intelligent decisions only when you know that what will your performance will be in the next coming few weeks or months. And basically, in a simple language, it's called prediction, right? Now, that's the beauty of our product. Now, Adobe provides you with a prediction tool through which the system can predict the performance. Yes, you heard it right. We have a prediction tool as well through which the system can predict the performance, and you can understand that how at every spend level I can achieve different objectives. Now let me show you a glimpse of it. So what I can do, I'll just go to the same portfolio. I'll just click on portfolio spotlight, and within that I'll just minimize it so that everybody is able to see it properly. And within that I'll go to simulations, and within simulations, as you can see that at every spend level, what kind of performance you can expect. So at $975 you can get, at $2,000 you can get around 950 clicks, 43 weighted revenue, etc, etc. Now what if I want to experiment with this? Say for example, I have a budget of $5,000 and how much objectives or revenue I can expect here. So what we have to do, just in one single block, we just enter the budget and that's it. And it's that so simple. So what you can see now, I want to spend $5,000, I can scroll down and see at $5,000 level, what amount of orders, revenue I can get. So no more Excel sheets, no more spreadsheets, no more analysis required, no more playing around with objectives, no more spending money on experiments, right? So if I ask you in a generic scenario, okay, how will you go about, say, you want to change the objectives, right? Say for example, the advertiser or the CMO of your company comes to you and says that, hey, I want to experiment with new objectives. I want to change my sprint strategy as well. Say for example, rather today I'm spending at a daily spend level, now I want to spend at day or week level or a monthly level. How do I do that, right? Now for that, you don't have to go anywhere. Our tool provides you another feature where you can know in advance that if I change the objectives, if I play around with the objectives, if I play around with the day, if the spend strategy, I can get the results as well, right? So I can just click on custom simulation. I can add all the details here, whatever objectives and whatever things I want to have here, and I can just run it, and that's it. I can get the data. Due to shortage of time, I cannot show you everything out here. Now, in order to know the beauty of this tool, you have to yourself put hands on it, right? Now, this was about the search part. Now, until last symposium, as Saurav was talking about, the entire focus of display was on branding, right? A lot of people had that perception that display was all about branding, right? But we have really worked hard at Adobe in the last 1.5 years to bring you performance aspect in the display platform as well. Now let me show you how. So as you can see on the screen, we have weighted objectives here. So basically the objectives which we had used on the search platform, similarly, if you have those weighted objectives, say for example you want to focus on orders, revenue, sign up, etc., you can create a weighted objective and add it into your display platform to achieve the performance objectives as well. But what about the segment which we had created in Adobe Analytics? Remember everyone? Now let's see how that segment is automatically populated in the display platform as well. Now, as we talked about that one integrated solution and how our technologies interact with each other, now let's see how we can, whether we see the segment on the display platform or not. So what we'll do, we'll go to the new placement tab, we'll just click on display, standard display placement. So what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to go to the audience, and within the audience segment, I can just select and I can see add to cart abandoned. Now isn't this amazing, right? How the technologies are interacting with each other in such a swift way. But the story doesn't end here. We have more to give to all the marketers out here. Now can we have the presentation please? Now say for example the CMO comes to you and says that, hey, I want to decrease my spend from display video and I want to increase my spend on search. On what basis a marketer takes that decision? How do you know which platform is working and which platform is not working? Say for example, a user saw an ad, a video ad on some platform, then it went to social media, it clicked on that ad, next it saw an ad on any website, it clicked on that ad and finally searched for your product and purchased it. The conversion which you got was only from the search platform, but all other platforms have assisted, right? Now thanks to Adobe, we have 6 single channel and multi-channel attribution for all the marketers. What you can do, you can simply download a report, see which event or which channel is working well for you. So for example, in this slide, in the first 66% users are getting more views. So basically in the entire conversion funnel, majority is coming from the video side, then display, then social, then search. So how every channel is performing with respect to the conversions and how do you want to attribute it? Whether you want to attribute it on the last event, first event, event distribution, etc., etc. So that's what Adobe provides. Now, before I conclude, I would just want to take you all these 6 important takeaways which our solution provides in such a seamless way. First, one integrated solution, right? As you see, the entire advertising stack includes display, social, search, all together at once, right? So we provide one integrated solution. Second, seamless integration with Adobe Analytics Cloud. As you saw, a segment, a complex segment, there was a huge amount of data, a complex segment created on the analytics platform was seamlessly used across search, display, right? Third, personalization. Saurav talked about how we can use creatives, right, for a specific user, right? Personalization. For every user, we have a different type of creative. That's so amazing, right? Fourth, brand safety and transparency. How would your brands feel if, say for example, if your ad is shown on a different type of content which you do not want to? So we have those brand safety and transparency measures. Forecasting, this is the best part of this tool, which I really love it, which is forecasting. So you can forecast the data, you can know what I can expect and accordingly make your decisions. Lastly, as I said, all the manual work is gone. You can just tell the technology what to do and what not to do, and the technology will take care of itself. So our technology is completely automated. But the best part is, all the integrated stack is powered by Adobe Sensei, which is our artificial intelligence and machine learning framework, right? So since that artificial intelligence is there, so you have a personal assistant with you, with whom you can always say that, hey, do this, and our system will do it for you. So with Adobe, let's make it an experience for our users, advertisers, marketers, and the entire digital ecosystem. Thank you so much. I would like to call Rajat for a demo.